Hey Taurus, what's poppin'? Thank you so much for stopping on by. Got a new reading for you this week. We don't know if it's come out with love or with anything else. We're gonna see what's poppin'. I have a few different decks out today. So let's see what's going on in your realm. Also, you're getting the extended reading today. I forgot, you guys came through for me on the cusp. So let's pull out a Lenormand spread first. This is the Kipper or something like that. But you guys are getting extended. Thank you so much for your support, your likes, your shares, your comments. This is good for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever the case. If you're cross watching, welcome as well. And yeah. Going on with Taurus, sun, moon, rising, I encircle you and myself in the white light of God's love, divine, and protection. Hope you guys are blessed today, tomorrow, and always. Situation, you might be dealing with someone that's older than you. Someone that's very educated, perhaps like a teacher of some sort. This is the center of your attention at this time. Even though you are someone that could be very privileged, I see there is a mother involved here or someone that's very influential in your life. Very mature woman, someone that's older. There's going to be a change for you. In the recent past, there was a change because of the fact that someone had an influence in your life. Someone that could have been older. Right now I see this gentleman going through a stage in his life where he's dealing with things that he cannot cope with. He's very abundant in reference to his knowledge, his financial stance as well. You might be communicating with each other through Instagram messages, texts, social media, whatever the case may be. But there's some type of distance between you and your person. There's going to be a change in the wind here in reference to some type of home, some type of security. You guys might share a home together. You're trying to get into a space of security, of like being stable. I see there's a very influential female here who is abundant, has a lot of money perhaps, and they're offering you a chance to, they're almost giving you an opportunity or wanting you to move with them. My camera's turned off. All right. I see this gentleman, there's almost like a couple here. They probably work together. They probably went to school together or something. There is the mature man plus the mature woman. They're communicating with each other. But then there's another lady, which can signify you or someone else here. You guys share a home together. What else? In the future, there's going to be a change for you guys, and maybe in reference to where you live. There's going to be talk about. There's going to be talk at a distance. Ten of Cups in reverse. Broken home. Broken marriage. With the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. There's not enough attraction or things are unbalanced within the relationship. Alright. This person goes through changes as far as their mood. They could be very obsessive at some point. Someone can be jumping to conclusions as well in this relationship. There was probably a broken home because of the fact that people jump to conclusions. Broken home, broken marriage, broken relationship. There was probably someone else involved thinking that maybe there was some cheating, but in actuality, there was just communications between them. Whatever it's about, I'm not sure. This is a soulmate connection, someone that you've been dealing for quite some time. Maybe this is nothing new. Someone's juggling between two people. Emotions are all over the place. When I have the Queen of Cups in reverse with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Alright? There is unfaithfulness when it comes to this relationship. And someone is juggling between two different people. That's why these two different females came up. It could be either two males, two females, whatever the case may be, but two females. They are in communication. They probably went to some type of room. Y'all know me. I ain't got no hair on my tongue. I say what I need to say. I'm sorry if you take it the wrong way. What's going on in the recent past with Taurus? The Hermit in reverse could be dealing with a Virgo. Feeling lonely, isolating yourself, probably separated. Clarify this. Yeah, loneliness and moving forward from something. You know, there was a lot of issues or fights between you and someone. Could have been dealing with a Cancer. Can you tell me about the past? Something was brought to your attention. Maybe something came to light as far as secrets. But we were, I see someone also like just letting go because of the fact that there was just too much fights. And you felt alone, like things couldn't move forward. Oh my God. What else? What else can you tell me about? Queen of Pentacles, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, upright. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy, so this can be you. You felt lonely. There was a lot of arguments or discontent between you and your person. You were confused about a lot of things. You still are. Oh, we don't want to pick it up. You could be a mother, a businesswoman, very grounded female. This is the energy of this card. I feel that someone focused more on their motherly duties or parenting duties. What's going on currently with Taurus? Six of Swords. Taurus, Libra, Gemini. You're on a mission. Some type of movement where you can't. There's a regretful but necessary passage that needs to happen here. Knight, the Knight of Wands. Reversed. Someone is very fucking arrogant within your space, whether that's you or your person. This person is overly confident and they're showing the fuck off, okay? They're very hasty. But I also see someone cancel their plans about moving, about wanting to move in a different direction or moving physically. They canceled their plans. Maybe there was talk about moving, but then they canceled their plans. They rethought. They thought about shit. competition, fights, moving forward, ending a cycle. You guys are going through a karmic cycle right now where, you know, there was someone canceled their plans about moving forward in a different direction. They dealt with a lot of things and challenges and obstacles. But right now they want to move into a different space and make things like there's a turning point. What's going on in the future for Taurus? Judgment. Judgment's coming through. Also what came out was the Nine of Swords. So I see someone still being bound by a situation. There's an opportunity for a fresh start here for someone, but they still feel bound. A lot of anxiety, distress, maybe lack of sleep. Emperor in reverse. You're bound by this person. You're bound by this emperor that is very dominating, very rigid and inflexible. You want to work together. You want to work and work things out, but there's no movement forward for some of you because there's a lack of foresight. There's obstacles to a long-term goal here. What's that? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. We're not on the same playing field. Someone is lacking common sense. Very immature energy. All right. They're not seizing opportunities, and someone might be going towards an energy of maybe even doing dark magic. Because the person that you're dealing with has you bound. Very manipulative energy. You're still going to be stuck in the future if you don't decide to buck up. You feel alone. You feel like you're playing this game alone. It's like single player. Someone wanted or needed to move out or move in a different direction, but then they came back and there's still arguments. Still not seeing each other on the same level. There's no respect. Respect for yourself, respect for the relationship, respect for one another. We need respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. You're dealing with some heavy energy, and I think it's a lot of mental distress as well. And you try to keep to yourself when it comes to certain situations, and at one point you even shut your mouth about the situation. But you knew there was a lot of secrets that were involved with this person. What you want is a sincere relationship. You want to wanting to meet on the same level. There, at one point, I feel there was a sincere relationship between you and your person. But it's telling you to seek seclusion. If you seek seclusion and take some time to meditate to yourself to truly figure out what you want. I feel like the lack of respect has gone. This person holds your heart. They're very near and dear to your heart. You love them very, very much. Or you have feelings, like they have feelings for you. But there's going to be a point where someone's going to walk away from the situation. They're not holding themselves back any longer and just doing what they have to do. That's the action that they're going to take. Leaving the negative behind because there's just too much cattiness that's going on. There's people that envy what you guys have and they really don't know what the hell is going on. There is love here. I just think that people need to change their rigid ways of thinking. If they're choosing between two different people, or communicating between them, like if there's communication, that needs to stop. You have romantic feelings for one another. You still feel that kinetic energy between you and your person, right? So flirt with one another. Be lighthearted. Have fun. Do things together. Travel. There's going to be separation in the future. And you know what? Sometimes separation is good for the soul, for the mind. Taking time for yourself to just realize, you know, what you have put up with, and if it's even worth the challenges that you're facing. If you have children involved, which I see that there is like this motherly energy, then you need to focus on that. Transparency. Being honest and authentic. That's what you want, or that's what you need to do. You're very vulnerable at this time. Your feelings are all over the place. You're very open, but you need to open your heart and to allow certain things. I almost feel an energy that someone like someone has a feeling that something is going on, and sometimes we create scenarios within our head that aren't actually true, and I think that is something that somebody is dealing with. And I almost feel is like, if you're gonna accuse me of something, then I'm gonna actually do it. But I did see communication between this older person in the middle with someone else. There was a matched couple, like they match each other's fly, but then there's a different connection with someone else that may be either younger or same age. Rolling the dice on something. What are we rolling the dice on? Lady Luck done showed up. Do I want? Yeah, these right here. I feel someone has put their feelings out on the table here, and they feel very vulnerable. They want to listen to their intuition, but then again, they keep going back and forth on things. They want to gain balance in a situation, and I think it's best that someone just takes some time for themselves. Move forward from, yeah, here we go. It says open your heart and allow yourself to be tender. Take some time for yourself so that we can mend broken bridges within our happy family. Some of you are not listening to your intuition or your visions that you're getting, okay? And it's clearly right here. You need to open up your third eye. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Being creative about your solutions. There's some secrets that you feel that someone is holding back from. I don't know if I did romance angels, but I'm getting called to do it again if I didn't do it in the first place. What do we have for Taurus? Finances and career can be an issue for you or your person. Maybe having some financial difficulties. Are you vulnerable because there is financial difficulties and you're afraid to be alone because of the financial issues? Definitely it touches on that because of Lady Luck here. You're trying to play your cards right. Yeah, look at that codependency. Like you feel as though you have to depend on this person financially. Someone may have addictions that are affecting your romantic life. Needing to have heart-to-heart conversations. It says getting to know each other once again. I think we can go a long period of time with someone and still not know them. This is a soulmate connection that you have with this person. Let's keep in mind that you're not always supposed to be with your soulmate. You learn lessons off of them, even if you've been with them for quite some time. I feel that there is love between you and your person, but there is a disconnect of some sort. Someone's dealing with something that is very hard. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. Someone's not knowing what to say at this point. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Someone probably stepped out or is too deep into the game, but they still love you. Like I said, there's love between you and your person, most definitely. But maybe something has happened between you two that right now we can't see part of things, and we're vulnerable to the fact that you can see truly how I've been vulnerable with you. I've opened my heart to you. I've expressed myself to you. They still find you very attractive. They still see your beauty. They left a hole in your soul. They damaged a good part of you. Love again, people. Love came out. This person admires you. They look at you. Even though you don't think that they do, they still do. They still have that admiration for you. But someone's holding on to feelings that need to be expressed, I guess. How can you move forward? How can we kill what once was, as far as any deception, if there was? We rise. We rise like the phoenix from the ashes to letting go of all the negativity, the codependency. There is a strong connection between you and your person, but you have to not rush everything. And this is something that I told my friend. You know, you can't take on the world all at once. You can't. You have to do one thing at a time. You have to manage your circumstances. You can't, you can't take everything on all at once. What messages do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Two of Pentacles in this upright at this point. All right. So this is, taking control of your finances and coming to, there's issues that are coming to surface right now. What else? In a marriage with the Hierophant, you could be dealing with a Taurus. There's issues that are coming to surface in a marriage and not knowing to move forward. All right. This partnership right now there's discontentment within the relationship because things haven't panned out, but things are not moving forward. There's a lack of movement. There's a lack of Eight of Cups, in reverse. There's hopelessness. Somebody has lost hope in the relationship. But you have all the answers within your hands. You have the world at your disposal. There's definitely going to be some type of shakeup here. Divorce, disaster, disruption. Things that you once wished for are no longer coming into fruition. Lack of faith, discouragement, hopelessness in the relationship. If you feel so, because there is a lot of options out there, there's competition. If you feel this heavily about this, where you lost hope in a relationship, in a marriage, you're discontent, and oh my God, how heavy is this? How heavy is this right now, man? Someone's blind, but things are gonna work out in your favor. There's definitely a marriage here. There's definitely a contract. There's Looks like there's going to be some type of breakup, sudden change, revelation. And we're going to end the cycle and move forward. With the world being here. Because you finally decide to stand up for yourself. Speak your truth. No longer going to be in a position of being confused about what you have to do. Alright? This is a way out. Self-acceptance. Speaking your truth and doing what you have to do. You know? Very patient about things and speaking out. You're no longer holding on to anything. Unfortunately, I do see a breakup here in reference to a marriage for some of you. You know? So if there's so much discontent, so much heartache, who wants to live that way? I don't. I don't want to live that way. And I hope you don't. I hope you see the value within your heart, your mind, your soul. These are the Sacred Rebel cards. Let's see what they have to say to you. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You're getting downloads at this time, okay? You need to listen to your intuition, pay attention to your dreams. This is something that is directed from the higher, it's above me now type of thing. You have to let it go and give it up to God. Most definitely. The situation is above you. The situation that you don't have to deal with any longer if you're discontent. So look at that. Heaven sent and you're receiving energy and guidance. Breathing in, taking a breath air, and finally letting go and going with the flow with things. Giving it up. Not arguing about anything petty. And focus on the light. Wow. Wow. Look at heaven sent, receiving, and focus on the light. You're getting messages from up above. I'm telling you, it's above you now. Whatever situation that you're dealing with currently, you need to let it go. You need to pray. You need to have patience. And know that everything is going to work out in your favor. Just have faith that, you know, things are going to work out. If you want to save your marriage and so on and so forth, I did see competition, strife, a lot of challenges that you're faced with. If this is something that you've been dealing for quite some time, then it's time for you to let it go. Let's see what twin flame messages we have for Taurus. I don't know if I did these already. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. Yeah, there was definitely some infidelity. I never forgotten about you, even though you think I have. I may play the role that you don't matter to me, or that the situation doesn't matter, but it still does affect me. That's what I hear. That's what I see. That's what I feel in this connection. But I feel that someone just needs to let go of all this stress, because I feel so heavy right now, and just give it up to God. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it wasn't the best messages, but I'd rather speak the truth and let you know what's up than hold back from you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll talk next week.